All right, let's just do this.
I went over there and I sat with her for like an hour and a half, and we just chatted and laughed. And
Yeah.
she's this chic French woman who's almost 60, and I was like, I love you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is it your own place, or do you have to have roommates?
No, I'll live with her.
Oh, great.
But the apartment's massive.
Iceland and getting on our next flight to Paris. See you in 4 hours. Right. We're through. We're in. Paris. Woo! Okay. Yep. We're here. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to stop smiling when I meet him. After Jordan and I broke up, Michael and I would talk very regularly, and at the time it was because I didn't really have a lot of people in my life here in Toronto that knew who Jordan was, so it was very easy to talk to Michael about it because they had worked together. And then it just kept evolving, and then to think like 4 years later we're still in touch and we haven't met, and yet it feels like he's just one of my best friends, or one of my dearest friends. We are around the corner from the restaurant that we're surprising Michael at. It is now almost 2 o'clock, and he's meeting Kim at 2:30. So at 2 o'clock, I'm gonna go down and hide in the basement of the restaurant, super stealth-like, and wait for the cue that he's sitting in the chair. The plan is that Kim's gonna text him at 2:30 and tell him, just make sure that he's there, and like, oh, I'm running late, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And then she's gonna FaceTime him and tell him, so I just couldn't wait to see your face. I also have a surprise for you. P.S. I'm not in Paris, but... And then I will magically appear from the basement.
Oh my god, like Justin is in that.
How do you feel from yesterday?
Good. Still shocked.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm nervous.
Still a little
Just
bit
sitting
like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
I won't swear. We met through your ex, whom I was working with at a time, doing a musical, and I had been called in as a swing for this musical, and you guys were FaceTiming one night after rehearsals, and us three, so there were 3 of us living together, and your ex was one of them, and that's how we met.
He had a European SIM card in his phone, as far as I remember. Can you clarify that? Because that's what I remember.
Yeah.
So because he had that, he could text anytime on or off the ship. Michael had a European SIM card in his phone, and my ex did not. Was there ever any interest beyond friendship?
With you and I?
Yeah.
No. Good.
Like, I remember thinking, he's going to Europe, probably won't hear from him very often anymore, like, won't hear from Michael very often anymore, because the connection will be poor. But because then we could, it just kept evolving, and to the point at which, like, yeah, it was, I remember thinking, like, this is so funny that I'm actually talking to this person that I've never met before, more than I'm talking to my boyfriend. But it was also my way of finding out, like, what was going on the ship.
You were spying a little
I was spying a little bit.
Okay.
And Michael knew it.
So Michael was used and abused. Is what you're
Yes,
saying.
Michael was
Okay.
purely used and abused. No, it was all loving, but I definitely remember thinking, like, this is kind of funny. Except he kept going along with it, so I just thought this is great.
When either of you thought about meeting in person, what was going through your mind? Did you anticipate anything? Did you have like a story thought about in your mind of how that was going to happen?
It's terrible on me again because I didn't think about it. I don't have a one memory.
Just the way it is.
To answer the question, no.
No specific. None of it was memorable. Because trust is incredibly important too. You just trust that they're going to respond when they want to respond and authentically can respond to them in a moment that feels good for them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think clearly there's going to be times when it's up and down, like, and it's been that way for us. Like, we haven't, in times that we haven't communicated as frequently, I've never been like, why is this happening? But in a sense, is that also because, like, this is a friendship and not a romantic relationship? Are you good at keeping relationships going?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So am I. But I put effort into it. I also think, okay, so over the course of, like, now you're 26?
No.
27?
No.
25.
Okay, he talks about being my friend. He doesn't know my date, but my age.
25, almost 26.
Uh-huh. Because I told you an hour ago.
No, I knew it was your birthday coming up. Yes, I did. I thought about it as I was planning this trip. I'm going to be in Paris for his birthday. I don't Initially, the surprise felt slightly awkward, and I was okay with that because I just knew that he was going to be shocked. It's not like I just, like, went to Ottawa and for the weekend and, like, was going to make a documentary about friendship. It also tells me a little bit more about who he is and things that I couldn't really have known from keeping in touch for 3 years over a screen. I just had brunch with Michael, and it was great. It was great. It wasn't amazing, it was just great. Even to say that, like, oh, what was the point of the last 3 years then? Well, no, there was a point, because that his friendship helped me through certain things in my life and talk about it. And I feel this sense of, like, I don't want to shine a really negative light on Michael. And yet it feels nearly impossible not to just tell the truth of what happened. And to me, the truth was really sad. And I feel betrayed as a friend. Betrayal sounds pretty dramatic, but for what we went through in building this friendship through FaceTime and iMessage and social media to a place that felt really authentic and genuine and loving and kind and caring, and it does really feel like a slap in the face. For him to get super angry and pissed off at me if I'm sitting next to him saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean for this to make you feel taken advantage of. I was doing this to celebrate our friendship. But I've never said those words to his face. And there lies the issue. There is where technology fails us. Technology is an amazing resource. It is our greatest achievement, I think, so far on this earth as human beings. We've done a lot of amazing things. Technology and the way we use our cell phones is probably one of the greatest achievements we've made, because it allows us to do so many things. And at the same time, it is our greatest distraction.